You need to go away, and I hope you're not gonna trigger anything. Triggered! Ugh. Oh, everything is trembling. Everything is trembling. Hello, and welcome back to me screaming into the void. I hope you're doing well. I have my grinning face on because we are talking about one of my favorite monsters ever. And that is the undead. Whether they are resurrected, stitched together, I do not care.
Are you sure about that?
The undead are a way for us to cope, on one hand, with death, and on the other hand, to immortalize people that we love. What a philosophical way to start this when I'm talking about a completely unhinged double feature that has pretty much zero depth in any shape or form. It is a double feature you definitely didn't ask for, but I wanted to do since a while. Death Note 2, Red vs. Dead, and Zombie Strippers. It is campy, it is gore, and it is absolute chaos. If you have come here for a breakdown for horror that is a little more elevated, might I suggest 28 years later, this one is really for the heathens amongst us. Welcome to the most unhinged zombie pairing ever. One's about Nazi zombies in the snow, and the other one a gore-soaked fever dream. Together, a chaotic bloodbath of camp, cleavage, and cold-blooded carnage. Death Note 1 was fine, however, Death Note 2 pretty much throws subtlety out of the window and drives it over with a tank and resurrects it with MMA fighters. And Zombie Strippers, on the other hand, is pure exploitation era energy from the 2000s. It's gross, it's weirdly political, and yes, it stars Robert Englund. Let's start with the cold one first. Death Note 2, Red vs. Dead from 2014. This is what happens when you give a zombie movie a bigger budget and no supervision. It picks up right there where Death Note left off. There is Nazi zombies, Soviet zombies, intestine whips, a haunted zombie arm, and a full-on undead battle with tanks. It's way more fun than it has a right to be. It was shot in Iceland, which gives this movie a beautiful backdrop, and it was filmed in 2 languages, once in Norwegian and once in English, to cater to different markets, which was a very smart move for the international cult status. The director is Tommy Wirkola, and he is known for his pitch black humor and love for absurdity. He is the same director who directed Kill Bulio. I don't even know how to begin to describe this movie. Watch it and maybe get mad at me in the comments. I don't know. He also directed Hansel and Gretel, The Witch Hunters, and Violent Night. The cast stars Martin Starr from Freaks and Geeks in Silicon Valley, who plays Daniel, an awkward but lovable zombie nerd from the US. Derek Mears, who played Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th from 2009, who plays Stavarin, adding some serious monster movie cred. And Oriam Gamst, who brings Herzog, the Nazi zombie leader, to life with grim commitment and a creepy, intense stare. He has this mouth that is agape all the time because it's half falling apart. And then he just looks at you with those eyes and you're like... This movie leans into practical gore, from intestines used as weapons to face-smashing undead battles. The 2 special effect houses that worked on this movie were Spectral Motion Inc., who are known for creature and gore effects on Attack the Block, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and Malignant. And the second one is Filmedex Studio from Hungary. They are the same studio who also did Alien Romulus, Poor Things, Death of a Unicorn, just to name a few. Many of the zombie actors are actual MMA fighters. In a Dread Central interview, Tommy Wirkola said, "Iceland has a huge MMA community. One thing we found on the first one with the extras is that it can be hard to get them to do cool stuff at times." Which, understandable, none of them were MMA fighters. But these guys were insane. They're buff and crazy. They had a great mentality for fighting. You could get them to do crazy stuff as zombies. If you watch some of the fight scenes, you see that many of the stunts are just completely gung-ho. There is this one scene where there is the Soviet zombies versus the Nazi zombies, and they have a massive battle. If you love zombies as much as I do, this is the movie for you. This movie is about, yes, I will keep it spoiler free, Martin, who has survived the first movie, but life hasn't gotten any easier. He wakes up in the hospital and notices that the doctors mistakenly have sewn the zombie arm from Herzog to him instead of his own arm. And that arm has his own agenda and wants to kill people, obviously. Freeing from the police with the arm of the undead, Martin reluctantly joins the American Zombie Squad, a group of overzealous horror enthusiasts turned zombie hunters. As Herzog, the main leader of the Nazi zombies, marches through a Norwegian town trying to completely obliterate it, Martin learns that his cursed arm gives him necromantic powers. He can literally raise people from the dead. Desperate, he summons a squad of Soviet zombies to wage a war against the Nazis. What follows is pure chaos. It's messy and bloody and completely unhinged, and that's exactly the point of this movie. There is no holding back. There is so much gore and blood. Speaking of gore, the best gore moments I found were the intestines used to siphon gas and strangle people, the massive fight scene between the Nazis and the communist zombies, and overall just a beautiful gore fest. Truly imaginative and gleeful. The chaos was real and I loved every part of it. The most unhinged moment I found was pretty much in the beginning when Martin wakes up and doesn't realize that his arm is too strong. This boy is entering the room and he smashes the boy too far and kills the boy by mistake. I was like, what are you doing? He attempts to do CPR on this boy and instead crushes the boy's chest. This is really just people having fun with special effects and not thinking about whose body is doing what and why. The zombie logic breakdown, they just get resurrected. It's one of those rare sequels that obliterates the original in every way. It's funnier, gorier, and embraces full-blown absurdity in the best way possible. My favorite line of the movie is, "Please don't hurt me, I have two kittens." On to the next. Zombie Strippers. Yes, I would suggest you watch it in this order. First cold, then hot. Zombie Strippers was filmed in 2008. The Bush administration outlaws public nudity and accidentally creates a zombie virus. You know where this is going. It's sleazy and utterly deranged. Jay Lee not only directed this movie, he also shot it and edited the whole thing. Nobody else was coming in between him and the idea that he had. He was inspired by Eugene Ionesco's Rhinoceros. He once joked, at least we're not shooting zombie strippers, and then he literally made the movie. The cast highlights for me are Jenna Jameson, who plays Kat, the club's intellectual zombie stripper queen, Robert Englund, who plays the club owner, Ian Esco. Yes, definitely a reference to Ionesco. And Jennifer Holland. For those who have watched Peacemaker, Harcourt, she plays Jessie, the naive newcomer with a grandmother to save. That's why I was so surprised. At some point I was like, wait, I know this person. They are such two different characters. The special effects are all practical gore. They are gooey, they are drippy, and gross in a way that says, we had fun with this. Patrick McGee did the special effects makeup. He is also known for Beyond Reanimator, Dark Ride, and Primal Rage. My personal highlights include Robert Englund's campy performance. And another highlight is definitely one of the individuals, I will not say which one because I don't want to spoil it for you, receiving a face dance from one of the zombie strippers. A face dance being, as the movie so eloquently puts it, one of our lovely ladies sitting on your face and giving birth to your head. It is so gross. And we have a Wilhelm scream. For those who don't know, insert Wilhelm scream now. When somebody's thrown off the stage. The Wilhelm scream originated in 1951 and was voiced by the actor Sheb Wooley in the movie Distant Drums and has been used as a stock footage scream in many movies. And I'm pretty sure anyone who uses the Wilhelm scream in their movies, that's just a subtle nod. It has become a meme amongst those who know. Like many zombie movies, this movie begins in a secret government research facility who F's things up. They tried to create super soldiers who could come back to life after they got killed. Instead, they created zombies. A team of Marines named the Z Squad is sent to destroy them. However, one of the zombies escapes, stumbles into the Club Rhino, where the dancers were already on edge about the anti-nudity law that the Bush administration had put into place, and he bites Kat, the club's big stripper star. When she returns on stage as a zombie, she's better than ever. Soon the dancers want her powers and willingly sacrifice themselves to achieve the same powers. As they fall one by one, the club descends into a gory free-for-all of stripper on stripper undead battles, gory lap dances, and horny men who ignore all the red flags. Is this really a thing? I'm wondering. Let me know in the comments below. I understand that Jenna Jameson is stark naked in this, and she does an absolutely eviscerating stripper dance. You can't not watch her while she's doing the things that she does. And it's creepy and it's bloody and you're there and you're like, what am I watching? And yet you can't look away. Best gore for me was the zombie stripper literally weaponizing her hoo-ha to fire billiard balls like bullets. They make the popping sound. I can still hear it. And a dude having the top of his head ripped open. The special effects are on point in this one too. I cannot tell you how happy that scene made me, ignoring the fact that somebody's head got ripped off. Getting to the zombie logic breakdown, becoming a zombie makes you a better performer and more intelligent if you're a woman. Men don't seem to have any kind of intelligence to them when they turn into zombies in this movie. Kat is shown reading Nietzsche in the beginning, and after becoming a zombie, when she gets back to her collected works of Nietzsche, she says, this makes so much more sense now. Here too, there is not really much of a zombie logic of how they become zombies. There is a little tangent to it in the beginning. This movie is a hot mess and it knows it. It's campy, it's gory and slightly political. It hits hard, strips down, and leaves you wondering what the F you just watched and why you kind of loved it. My favorite two lines, yes, I have two. Warriors, come out to play. And the second one, you've heard me say it before. They're zombies. No, they're strippers. They are zombie strippers. Death Note 2 and zombie strippers. What do they have in common? Zombies, buckets of blood, brainless chaos, zero logic, and a deep commitment to the bit. This was your Undead and Unhinged double feature. No brains required, just a strong stomach and a love for gory madness. I hope you liked this video. Thanks for hanging out with me again. Let me know if you enjoy these double features and if I should do more of these. Drench the like button in blood, sacrifice the subscribe button to summon my screams for next time. Bye!